Hi guys, and welcome back to the Almines channel and another sit down video. I have got 3 films that I want to share with you if you are going through a crusty, dusty, mash-up, difficult, challenging situation. Now, these 3 films is just to help you escape from your negative thinking because, the human mind, when you are going through something challenging, you constantly are thinking about the negative to the point where you start creating different scenarios and situations and you're escalating the problem that you're facing, and then it becomes even bigger than what you think it is. So these 3 films, is it going to change your life? Let's be honest, no. Is it going to take away your problems? No, it's not, unfortunately. But what it is going to do is, for 2-3 hours or however long the film is, you're just going to escape from that negative thinking and you're just going to enjoy what you're watching on screen, So let's get into it. Starting off strong at number 1. And this is just my top 3 off the top of my head, right? Starting off strong at number 1, Coming to America. Listen, if you have never seen Coming to America, you have my full permission right now to stop my video, go to Google, type in Coming to America. This is the first one. I've not seen the second one. So Coming to America, number 1. Find out whatever streaming platform it is on. Go and watch the film and get you a laugh. And if you have seen Coming to America, go and watch it again and again. Go and get you another laugh. That film is a classic. And as an adult, I can confidently say that Coming to America is my favorite Eddie Murphy film. The movie, I believe it was released in the late 80s. And even though it was released all the way back then, it still holds today in the year that is 2025. Oh, that film is it's chef's kiss. It is fantastic. So yes, it stars Eddie Murphy. And without giving the plot away, because I do have a tendency to do that, Eddie Murphy, he plays a character called Prince Akeem. And Prince Akeem, born and raised in Zamunda. Slight segue here. If you are watching the film for the first time, Zamunda, which is the country that the film is based in at the beginning of the film, Zamunda is not a real country in Africa. And I feel the need to say this because when Black Panther came out, the first Black Panther, I had a work colleague and she thought that Wakanda was a real country in Africa. And I was like, no, babes, it's not a real country in Africa. It's made up. It's not real. But I didn't cuss out too much because when I first watched Coming to America, I thought that Zamunda was a real country. Now, allow me, because when I first watched Coming to America, I was like, 7 or 8 years old. I was a child. I wasn't a fully grown adult human that was watching for the first time. So I just want to put that out there. Zamunda is not real. Anyway, Prince Akeem, he's turned 21 and his parents want to marry him off, and he's like, oh god, okay, I've got to get married, but I've not lived life, I've never made my own breakfast, I've never made decisions for myself, I've never traveled, heck, I haven't even wiped my own bum yet. So the king, he's like, okay, you know what, travel, do whatever you need to do, and then come back home to Zamunda. So Prince Akeem and his best friend, they go to America. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows that he's a prince and that he's the heir to a throne. He's really, really rich and what have you. And they stay in Queens, which is depicted as being like, in America, they call it the projects. If you were here living in the UK, you call it the ends. And it's just a stark contrast from where he comes from to where he's now currently living for the time being in America. So it just showcases the shenanigans, the characters, the different characters that he meets, that he gets involved with, his love interest and how that develops. And the story is just funny. If you want to laugh, if you want to see Eddie Murphy in one of his best roles, Coming to America is it. Now, moving on to number 2. And just stay here with me, people. Number 2 for me will be Marvel's Infinity War. That film is so good. That film is so darn good. And this is coming from somebody who, I have never read a comic in my life. I hadn't even watched some of the other Marvel movies like Captain America Civil War, never watched it. Guardians of the Galaxy, never watched it. Thor, the one that is just before Infinity War, never watched it. Which is a good thing, because it shows you how good Infinity War is and how much of a standalone movie it is. And if you have Disney Plus, you're very, very lucky. And if you don't have Disney Plus, I would actually tell you to do the free trial period just to watch Infinity War and then cancel your subscription, because that film is so good. When I first watched it, I was late to the party, and I was one of the later group of people that watched it in the cinema. And you know that term, sitting at the edge of your seat? I think that's the term. That was me. I was literally sitting at the edge of my seat, and I know nothing about comics, especially the Marvel comic book world and what have you, but I loved every single second of that film. And I'm suggesting it because the characters are good, the action was good, and it is a long film, but because the scenes, it just went from the word go, the action is just actioning, it's just going, it's just happening. The 3 hours went by so quickly, and I love the fact that you didn't have to know or have watched all of the previous films in order to watch Infinity War. And that's why I'm suggesting it. And once you've had your laugh with Coming to America, now it's time to go to the supernatural, the action, the superhero world, and just escape there and just enjoy the stunts, enjoy the explosions, enjoy the characters, just enjoy all of what Infinity War is. Now, the film is basically about this purple thing. I believe he's an alien. To this day, I still don't know what Thanos is, but let's just call him an alien. And he has to collect Infinity Stones. Once he gets all the Infinity Stones, he then has to put it on this gold glove. And then he clicks his fingers and he wants to mash up half of the world, because in his mind, he believes that humanity is just greedy. We don't know how to love. We don't know how to do anything. We're just destroying things. I mean, really, was he really that wrong in his thinking? I mean, he was wrong in terms of like wanting to mash up the world, but the greed and what have you. I mean, anyway, so the film is just showing how this Thanos alien purple ting man is trying to get the Infinity Stones, and how the Avengers, which is your Black Widow, your Iron Man, your Spider-Man, are all coming together to stop him from getting these Infinity Stones. I am not describing this movie very, very well, but just before, because I can sense that people are like, oh God, I've got to watch a superhero movie. That's what I thought. But this superhero movie is a very good superhero movie. Trust me. Infinity War, go and watch it and thank me later. Third film and last film that I would suggest to you, Forrest Gump. Now, if you are in the thick of your challenging situation, I can't lie, if you're going to watch Forrest Gump, you will cry. But it's a good cry. And it's good to cry. It's okay to cry. And the reason why I suggest Forrest Gump is because from the beginning of the film, when this character is young, the odds are stacked against him. And how he ends up at the end of the film, he shouldn't really end up in that way. I'm trying to be as vague as possible so I don't give the story away. But it just shows how no matter what you're faced with in life, if you fail, you succeed. And if you fail again, providing that you're doing the right work, you can succeed. Not only can you succeed, but you can encourage and inspire other people around you by the good works that you do. And I just think it's such an encouraging and an inspiring story. And also, you know, on a personal note, I just really love Tom Hanks. I really love Tom Hanks. I just like him, you know. And when you like, I've never met him before. He don't know me. I definitely don't know him. When you like somebody, and when they play a character that is likable, it just makes you feel all gushy and nice inside. And it's just such a heartfelt story. And it deals with love, and it deals with loss, and it deals with bullying, and it deals with just life's challenges, and every challenge that that character faces in this movie, he does overcome it. And it's such a good um educational, shall we go with education? Let's go with education. It's such a good educational lesson for everyone. And again, this film, it was released in the mid 90s and it still holds today, especially in this time when we're talking about depression and mental health and everything that comes under the mental health umbrella. So that's it. That is my top three. Start off with a good laugh, in my opinion, Coming to America. Then move on to something that's really supernatural and super heroic and just superhero galore, Infinity War. And then round it off nicely with a film that shows you that you can make it out the other side, regardless of what your circumstances are, providing that you are putting in the good work. And that is Forrest Gump. So that's it, guys. That is my top three, and that is the video for today. If there's a film that you think, yeah, that film actually makes me feel good, drop down in the comments. Let me know and let other people know, so that we've got a nice long list of films that everyone can watch, you know, as and when they're feeling, you know, a bit crusty, a bit dusty, a bit naff, a bit, you know, you're just not feeling yourself, you're just feeling a bit meh. You know, drop down in the comments and let other people know. So, as always, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Take care, watch the movies, even if you watch one of them, watch the movies, enjoy it, and I will most definitely see you in the next one. Bye bye.